as of the 21st of this month, I signed Proclamation number 1081, placing the entire Philippines under martial law.
Let's talk about how people spread information under the censorship. So now, let's talk about the martial law.
Sa unang araw pa lamang po ng martial law ay nagsara kagad ng 7 public utilities companies kagaya na lamang ng ilaw, tubig at transportation at PLDT. Hindi rin nakaligtas sa shutdown ang mahigit 400 media outlets kasama na rito ang radyo, newspaper, publication at ABS-CBN.
At sa unang araw, 8,000 ang nakulong kasama na rito ang mga journalist at estudyante.
With strict censorship, people have historically found creative and convenient ways to spread information. These methods often involved great personal reach and relied on trusted social networks, subserve tactic, and non-traditional media. Here are the key methods used. Number 1, samizdat or self-publishing. What? Individuals would secretly write, type, and circulate for-binded books, articles, or pamphlets by hand or typewriter. Example, in the Soviet Union and Eastern Bloc, samizdat was a major tool of dissent. How it worked? One person would type out a copy, then pass it to another to do the same, multiplying slowly but effectively. Number 2, underground press. What? Secret newspapers or newsletters produced and distributed without government approval. Example, Solidarity movement in Poland during the 1980s ran underground newspaper under martial law. Anti-Nazi resistance in World War II had underground publication, distribution, hand-to-hand, hidden in mailing, left in public place. Number 3, word of mouth and oral communication. What? Verbal sharing of news in trusted circle. Why? Nearly impossible to trace unless someone informed. Where? Home, place of worship, private gatherings. Number 4, religious institution. Why? Churches, mosques, and templates often had more autonomy. How? Sermon, leaflets, and gatherings were used to disseminate message that would be censored elsewhere. Example, in Poland, the Catholic Church played a critical role in resisting material law. 5, radio and foreign broadcast. What? Listening to foreign radio stations. Radio Free Europe, BCC, Voice of America. Challenge. Risky many regimes criminalize listening to or owning foreign radio. Tactic. People shared what they heard through conversation or transcriptions.
6. Graffiti and poster. What? Quick visible ways to spread slogan or political message in public space. Why? Hard to trace the source. Tactic. Use symbol, art, or coded language to avoid detection. 7. Code language and symbolism. What? Using metaphor, allegory, satire, or symbol to convey forbidden ideas. Why? It could bypass censorship by hiding true meaning. Example, like theater, song, and literature often carry double meaning under oppressive regime. 8. Smuggling information. How? Through diplomatic channels, travelers, or hidden in goods. Purpose. Get information in or out of censored regions. Tools: microfilm, hidden message, gesture materials. 9. Pirate radio or broadcasting. What? Illegally operated radio station broadcasting message or resistance. Risk: very high due to traceability. Example: Radio Solidarity in Poland during martial law. 10. Telephone and faxes. Late eras. What? Sharing info via call or fax mechanism to avoid censorship of physical mail. Used in late century like China, Iran, Eastern Europe. In summary, under martial law, censorship, the need to communicate truth or resistance, bred a wide array of underground and covert methods. This relied on trust creatively and encourage. Despite the danger, people found ways to bypass control, sometimes sparking large movement or resistance and evaluate change.
There are books that changed the world. There are books that terrified. Some were burned in the public squares, others were hidden in tombs or burned in the desert caves that for thousands of years. And a few were still banned in this day. But why? Why were these words so dangerous that kings, priests, government did everything they could to erase them? The Communist Manifesto was published in 1948, right in the middle of turbulent era of industrialization and social unrest. It was written by Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels, two thinkers who believed that the new industrial world was creating deep inequality. They saw factory owners, the capitalists, getting richer, while workers were stuck doing grueling labor for very little pay. Once fought between kings and peasants, now fought by capitalists and the working class. Their solution: workers should unite, overthrow the capitalist system, and build a society where resources are shared more equally. Despite its radical message, the book did not fade into obscurity. In fact, it became a rallying cry for revolution. That same year, 1948, massive protests and uprisings erupted across Europe, many fueled by the very ideas of the manifesto. Over time, it spread far beyond Europe. Workers' movement around the world picked up its message, using it as a framework for fighting for better conditions, fair wages, and political representation. But not everyone welcomed this. The ruling class saw it as a threat, not just to their wealth, but to the entire social order. In many countries, the book was quickly banned. Police raided homes searching for copies, laws were passed to make sure it couldn't be read or distributed, and the fear did not go away. During the Cold War, just owning the Communist Manifesto could land someone in serious, especially in those countries that were actively trying to rule out anything seen as communist influence. It became more than a book, it became a symbol of rebellion. Today, the Communist Manifesto is no longer banned in most places, but its ideas still spark debate. Some argue that it holds ideas that are too dangerous, pointing to the way authoritarian regimes twisted its message. Others say that it is missing the point. The Communist Manifesto wasn't a blueprint for dictatorship, it was a cry against justice.
How people verify information, resisted censorship, and assessed the truth. So one, we have verified information. We have multi-independent sources, foreign broadcasts, trusted networks, and comparing inconsistency.
Verifying information, cross-checking with multiple sources, comparing news from different newspapers, radio stations, or word of mouth. eyewitness accounts, talking directly to people who saw the event themselves. Community verification. Information was shared in small trusted groups and false claims were quickly corrected. Comparing with foreign media, listening to or reading news from abroad, example, shortwave radio or smuggled newspapers, to see if it matched local reports.
We have resisting censorship. We have the means that stagnography, underground process, and radio evasion, mouth of word.
Number 2. Resisting censorship. Underground press. Secretly printed newsletters, leaflets, or pamphlets. Code and symbolism. Using hidden meanings in letters, songs, or art to pass forbidden message. Oral storytelling. Spreading news through word of mouth, especially in marketplace, churches, or gatherings. Disguised publication. Printing real newsletters disguised as fiction, poetry, or advertisement to avoid detection.
So 3, we have assessing the truth. So we have smuggling literature, foreign correspondence, and secret libraries, proxy messengers, and later early internet tools.
Number 3. Accessing the truth. Foreign broadcasts planning into radio stations from other countries that weren't under local control, like BBC or Voice of America. Trusted community leaders relying on praise, teachers, or local leaders who could interpret events honestly. Smuggling in books or papers. Hiding in package or luggage to bring in banned reading materials. Travelers and migrants. Getting first-hand stories from people coming from outside the controlled area.
Good day to each and everyone. I'm your interviewer for today, Christine Esteban from Grade 12 Shalom. Together with our interviewee,
I'm Putini Liza, dahil sa iba from 11 Minutes Club.
Miss Putni, I have a question for you under the subject of media information literacy. The title is Information Underground Information, Censorship, and Front Press. Okay, it refers or the question is, do you think there should be limitations of what people can publish? Why and why not? Why or why not?
Yes, I do believe that there should be limitation in publishing information, books, or new articles. But it actually depends on the term limitations or limit. As limitations are really necessary in publishing new information or articles or books. But it depends in good quality control, ethics and responsibility, and accuracy and the truth of publishing a new information or books or articles. Thank you.
Good day to each and everyone. I'm your interviewer for today, Miss Jane Esteban from Grade 12 Shalom, and together with Miss beautiful ladies from Grade 10 Emmanuel. Hi, my name is Gabriela Michelle.
And I am Jasmine Sopanza.
And ang interview ko ngayon sa inyo ay under the subject of media information literacy, and the title is Underground Information, Censorship, and Front Press. So here's the question, ladies. Do you think there should be a limitation on how people can publish? Why or why not?
Maybe yes or no, but we should normalize or prioritize the feelings of a person kasi wala po tayong permission na parang agad-agad po tayong mag-take ng sa kanila. So we must learn how to take permissions or to have a nice opinion for the people. So, yeah.
Yes, thank you so much. Okay, that's all. Thank you.